PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
The Englishman Justin Rose currently leading this tournament, playing nicely on top. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. Course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the sixth. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the sixth green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
He's currently tied for fourth. Setting up now on a par 4.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Yeah, that one's looking good.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the fourth hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see two massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there. you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. And back to the play, shall we? Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 4 under. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Wonder how they will play this hole. Do they want to attack it? If so, they can extend their lead.
Yeah, that one will play. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Just didn't drop. This is a par putt. That's pretty tidy. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I can handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We've reached the 8th hole. Opting for the 5-wood. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
And back to the course with the live action.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh, that almost went down. This putt for par here. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Leading by a shot after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Second shot here on the 9th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one heading towards the green. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Hey, nice looking line. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hold. And that will take him to 6 under. Well, Rich, this player is 9 holes into this event. How would you rate their performance in this rivalry that they've struck up with their playing partner?
Well, they are doing better than their rivals, so that's good news, but there still is lots of golf to play. Should provide us for an entertaining week, that's for sure.
Not bad. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. That's nicely done. Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 2. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's...
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
A birdie putt awaits. That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
An opportunity for a birdie here. It's got a chance. Oh, that's a ripper. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Currently in first position. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Going with the 7. This looks to be heading to the green. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Putt is underway.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Should find the green. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
That'll sting a bit. Let's return to live play now. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Shame it didn't drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. Well, that's a handy shot. Sitting at 9 under, currently in top spot. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. And here we are with the third shot. And this one is for his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 9 under for the round. Next up is this 2-shot hole. Nicely done. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Okay, time to return to the action. 13 feet to the hole. That was a gallant attempt. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now, and this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place. And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. This putt to get to 10 under par. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Yes!
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 17th. Opting for the 5-iron. That should find the surface. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
Nicely done.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. This looks good. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Champions Invitational. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this next golfer begins the day, what are you thinking about their chances?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's head out to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. That's making a big statement here today.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
sitting at -13 for the tournament. Time to tee off at the second. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
That was wonderfully done. And here we are with the third shot.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Putting for birdie. Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Just the start they were looking for, Luke.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. Teeing off here at the third hole. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Jon Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Time to catch up with the Canadian Brooke Henderson. Our player currently in second, making a really great shot.
That one was definitely worth another look. Outstanding.
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity.
This is their look at birdie.
Be the ball, Danny. No. That's inside the range.
Setting the tone early in this round.
And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. This one might need to get down a little. 7 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies. Looking good so far.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well played, mate. Second shot here on the 6th. Great shot. And now we go to the 10th, where this happened moments ago.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they're aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. It's just about 3 feet away.
Starts off on a good line.
He's currently sitting in first place. This hole is a par 5. Oh, that is bombed. Second shot here on the 7th. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. And he's safely on the green with that shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
This is on a great line.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot. This sand shot awaits. Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich. Wonderfully played.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with John Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 13th.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Going with the 5-wood. Great looking shot, this. Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
Little birdie look in here.
Surely it's going to.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Yes, but if they start thinking about it, that's where the danger happens. They have to keep their head down and keep playing on the front foot if they want to see this thing home.
Oh, well played. Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Quality shot, that one. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Yeah, good mid-range putt, this one. Right on 17 feet. If it's up, it could be in. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now, and this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in 2nd place. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Jon Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's get back to it, shall we? And what's in front of them there, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Game of the 7. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. What an opportunity to make a birdie. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Woo, back there, horsey. Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it. Here's a great shot from our player currently in second. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Getting ready to play their third. Whew. Lovely touch. Well played.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago. Let's recap his fourth shot. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. And now that finds him in first place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Opting for the 9-iron. That might be one club too many. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Nice line. Beautiful shot. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Here we are at the 17th tee. Let's take a look at this from just a couple of moments ago. Fine shot from our player currently chasing the leader.
3rd shot now.
Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
That one should find the surface. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. That's heading for the fairway. Second shot here on the 18th hole. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. It's half a chance of being holed this, and that's going to do it. Holds the putt for victory. Well played.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that this player already got 4 victories on the season. Top of the game right now. It's impressive.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.